Hello everybody, Dr. Binks here, back at the review for y'all. Everybody here with the last video for March, everybody. Before we go into April here, before we get to today's video, I want to give a quick shout out to my sister Amber. Today is her birthday there, so Amber, if you see this, happy birthday, sis. Anyways, everybody, everybody, Joel, if all wrestling there, this coming weekend will be WrestleMania week, everybody, I did say I was going to be doing a predictions video for the show, so here it is right here, by me going over the cards for nights 1 and 2 for WrestleMania there, and kind of get my thoughts on what I think's going to win, stuff like that here, so it's going to be an interesting show this year for WrestleMania, so like I said, I'll be going down to the card here for both nights, and do my prediction on what I think's going to win and whatnot there, so yeah. Alright, first up, the matches for night 1, everybody. First up, we got the Raw Championship, Becky Lynch versus Bianca Bellaire. Has definitely been one of the best build-up feuds there for going to WrestleMania. As y'all know, SummerSlam, Becky Lynch, she beat Bianca Bellaire in 26 seconds there. Well, how WWE did it there at the moment, SummerSlam wasn't well received there. I will give them credit. They've been building up this feud pretty well there. Instead of with the stronger build-up feuds going to WrestleMania here. Now, as far as I think it's going to win everybody, I'm going to be able with Bianca Belair there to get the win here, but number one, it'll boost her up here and as a future star for the women's division there. That's what I said last year with her match to Sasha Banks there. And number two, it just makes sense booking-wise there because Becky got the win on her back at SummerSlam for Southern Championship there. And Bianca never really got her win back against Becky, so I'm going with Bianca Belair to win the Raw Championship against Becky Lynch here at WrestleMania. Next up, we have The Miz and Logan Paul versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Everyone, Now, everyone, I'm not a fan of Logan Paul. I'm going to say that right now. I'm not a big fan of him as a person there. But that being said, he has made his name in the world of sports there with his transition to boxing there. Now he's going to go out with WWE here, so everyone, I've been kind of teeter-totter who I think is going to win this matchup there. On one hand, I'd rather see Rey and Dominic win here and have a father-son moment at WrestleMania. But on the other hand, I have a feeling in my gut that they're going to give The Miz and Logan Paul the win here. So it's going to be Logan Paul's first WrestleMania matchup here. And while I don't see all the celebrities winning their matches here, part of me feels like Logan Paul's probably not going to take the L here. So I'm somewhat mostly going with The Miz and Logan Paul, but I would be pretty satisfied with Mysterio and Dominic winning everybody. But predictions are unfortunately, I'll have to go with Miz and Logan Paul there, so yeah. Next, everybody, we have Seth Rollins versus a mystery opponent to be announced there. Now, everybody, I've been hearing a good number of different things there. Going to Seth Rollins' matchup here at WrestleMania. With the biggest one being Cody Rhodes. As for those of you who haven't followed AEW news the past couple months there, Cody Rhodes has left AEW there. There's been a lot of speculation and talk that Cody Rhodes could be returned to WWE there, so and he could be Seth Rollins' mystery opponent at WrestleMania there. So, but I have also heard the past couple days that Shane McMahon could possibly be the one to face Seth Rollins there because that was going to be like Shane's original plan. You know, WrestleMania feud going into WrestleMania there before the debacle of the Royal Rumble there. I have heard he's supposed to be showing up WrestleMania weekend there, but I haven't heard anything about him being a part of the show there. In terms of matching or competing there and whatnot, so I'm 75% sure it's going to be Cody Rhodes there, so that's the case there. I'm going to be going with Cody to beat Seth Rollins there. This will probably be like a sort of a feud between Seth and Cody and stuff like that there. Plus, with Cody's being first, matchup back there, I think Seth Rollins will be a pretty good pick for his first major feud back in WWE there. So Cody, he's definitely became a larger name in wrestling since he left WWE back in 2016. So, maybe during his Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and of course AEW's being one of the founders. So, it should be a bit of a no-brainer that I think Cody Rhodes going to win there if he does end up showing up there. But the slim chance that it ends up being Shane McMahon, I'm going with Seth Rollins. But I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes will be the one showing up to be Seth Rollins and put at WrestleMania there. Next up, we have Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. And everybody, I'm not going to lie, I haven't been a big fan of this feud here. It's kind of similar to when I did my predictions. My thoughts on this match is kind of similar to my thoughts on the Jinder Mahal versus Drew McIntyre feud. There's just a match to have Drew McIntyre on the card here. However, this feud has lasted a little bit longer than that there. So, but as for who I think's going to win, it obviously has to be Drew McIntyre there. It'd be pretty stupid if Happy Corbin ends up winning there, especially after all the shenanigans that him and Madcap Moss caused Drew there. So, I'm going with Drew McIntyre to win this matchup here, everyone. So, yeah. Next, everybody, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships there. It will be the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, defend title against Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura. I think it's going to be a pretty good matchup here. Part of me would like to see Nakamura and Boogs with the championships there. I'll get to a little more details to part of the reason why there, but I'll be going with the Usos to retain the titles, and there's still going to be a chance for the time being there. There's still going to be a chance that we can have them lose the championships there to kind of, have people, throw people off guard there a bit there. If the Usos lost, then another person who's going to be a part of WrestleMania could be losing there, but I don't know if that's going to be happening here at WrestleMania, so for the time being, I'll be going with the Usos to win, but I'll be fine with Nakamura and Boogs winning the championships there if that does end up happening. Next, everybody, we have Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, I think it's going to be a pretty good match between Charlotte and Ronda there. However, the build-up hasn't been that exciting there. But I still think it's going to be a really good match between Charlotte and Ronda there. That's where I think it's going to win. Maybe another match where it's going to be a little bit obvious there. I'm going with Ronda Rousey there. It's her first WrestleMania back. And, I really don't see her losing the matchup to Charlotte there, so I'll be going Ronda Rousey to win because the SmackDown Women's Champion there. Plus, we all know this is going to eventually lead down to Ronda versus Becky one-on-one, so, I think it'd be a good way to kind of get that ball rolling there a little bit there, at least, get that in the right direction there and whatnot, so yeah. We go Ronda Rousey to win the SmackDown Women's Championship here, everybody. And the last thing, everybody, for WrestleMania Night, what everybody is going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin appearing on the Kevin Owens show, everybody. Now, everyone, I've been hearing a lot of things there. As y'all know, been following WWE recently there. Kevin Owens been doing a lot of call-outs there on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens been doing a lot of call-outs on Stone Cold Steve Austin there. And been doing a lot of bad out towards the state of Texas there, which is Austin's home state there, so... And also has agreed to appear on the Kevin Owens show for WrestleMania, so... well, I don't think this is going to be... I don't think it'll turn an actual match here. I do think there will be a brawl between Austin and Owens there. I have heard it'll be a lot more physical compared to Stone Cold's other... appearances there, stuff like that, since he had his retirement match with The Rock back in WrestleMania 19, so... if the two of the brawl there, I'm going with Stone Cold to come out on top of the brawl, so it should be an entertaining segment there. Whether it calls out night one, we'll have to wait and see, but it should be fun to see Stone Cold and Kevin Owens interact there, so yeah. Sorry, everyone, I had a burp there, had some food not too long ago, but talking about the troll here. But anyways, everybody, next up, the match for night two, everybody. The main event for night two, everybody. This is going to be the next matchup listed here. We got Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar with both the Universal and WWE Championship being aligned there. And thus, we see a bit of a unification matchup between the two there. Now, everyone, this is definitely going to be, one matchup I'm looking forward to very much there. This has been a very strong feud between between Roman and Brock there. We'll give WWE credit there. They've been doing a pretty good job building up the feud there. I'm definitely looking forward to see these two fight there. This has potential to be their best one-on-one matchup. That's right, they're going to win. I'm going with Roman Reigns to win here. Now, I can't see Brock win here. I'm most likely go with Roman there, but since Roman's been pretty strong there, plus, if WWE's going to be having that eventual Roman Reigns versus, with that eventual match between Reigns and The Rock for WrestleMania 39, I really don't see him losing here for WrestleMania 38, so I'll be going with Roman Reigns to win there and become the Unified Champion, so yeah. Plus, the Bloodline have been pretty strong there, so the Usos in the retain, I'm pretty sure we'll be retain his title there as well, so yeah. Next, everybody, a match that has potential to be a show stealer matchup for WrestleMania, everybody. It's going to be Edge versus AJ Styles. Now, it's been a bit interesting here, everybody, as Edge has turned heel there and whatnot. He's been doing a pretty good job there, but the build-up for the feud hasn't been as strong since AJ Styles hasn't been. We haven't really seen much back and forth between Edge and AJ Styles there. But this still should be a very good matchup there. I'm very much looking forward to this matchup here. That's right, it's going to win. I'm going to go with Edge to win here. Simply because I think this is just going to be the beginning of a feud between Edge and AJ Styles there. So I could possibly see AJ win this feud overall there, but I would have Edge win here at WrestleMania to kind of get the ball rolling there and whatnot. Have AJ, work his way, keep the ball rolling for the feud there, stuff like that. So I'll go with Edge to win the match between him and AJ there. This should be a very good match by potential show stealer here, for WrestleMania period. Next, everybody, we have the women's tag team. Right, we got Queen Selena, Carmella defend titles against Naomi and Sasha Banks, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Now, everybody, I think that has potential to be a good matchup here, but, this was one of those matches that was kind of put together, in a rush there for WrestleMania, as everybody hasn't really done much with the women's tag team championships there. Which is a shame because, I can definitely see, WWE having a strong tag team women's division there, but they haven't really had too many women's tag teams there recently. And with them releasing a bunch of superstars, it has hurt the potential division there, so hasn't really been much excitement going in this matchup here, but I still think it's going to be a pretty good matchup overall. That's right, I think it's going to win. I'll be going with Naomi and Sasha Banks. They're the biggest names going to the matchup there. No offense to the other ladies there. Plus, Naomi, she hasn't really had a major title run since losing the Stardom Championship to Natalya back in 2018, I believe it was, at SummerSlam. So, a lot of people want to see that Naomi have another championship run there. So, I feel like this will be a good way to have that for Naomi there. Plus, her and Sasha Banks make a pretty good tag team there. I do like Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan there as a tag team as well. There'll be secondary picks there, but my main picks, I'm going with Naomi and Sasha Banks there to win this matchup. So, yeah. Next, everybody, we have Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. This is definitely one of the more random matches for the show, everybody. As Pat McAfee want to have a matchup for WrestleMania there on his show where he interviewed Vince McMahon. They also Theory came up to him on SmackDown and told him he was going to be his opponent for WrestleMania there. And I think this has potentially a decent matchup there. Be Pat McAfee. I've seen his matches with Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era back at NXT there. Whenever him and Cole went one-on-one. And the War Games matchup there he took part in. So Pat McAfee does have experience in the ring there. For those of you who aren't aware there. So, Austin Theory, Even though it haven't been a huge fan of his character there, WWE's been doing a decent job building him up as a potential future star there. So I think it has potential to be a decent matchup here. As far as I think's gonna win, I'll probably go with Austin Theory there. If WWE's got to build him up as one of the next major stars for the company there, I really don't see him losing this matchup to Pat McAfee here. So I'll be going with Austin Theory to get the win here against Pat. So yeah. Next, everybody, we have Sami Zayn. That's everybody. Last of our celebrity matchup, we have Sami Zayn go 1-on-1 with Jackass star Johnny Knoxville. So anything goes matchup. So. And well, this will definitely be one of the more entertaining matches of the show here, so I get that. I'm definitely looking forward to see what kind of stuff they'll be going on with Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville in this matchup here, so as far as I think it's gonna win, I guess it only depends on like one factor there. If the other members of the Jackass crew are gonna be showed up there, and how much they're gonna treat the matchup. If a good number of them show up there, I can see, them help out Johnny Knoxville to take down Sami Zayn and Johnny get the win here. But if Sami fights the odds there, I can see him win. So this is definitely one of those matches that will be a little tougher to pick for me, everybody. But for the most part, if I had to choose, I'll be going with Sami Zayn for the most part to win against Johnny Knoxville. So yeah. Next, everybody, we have a triple threat tag matchup between RK Bro, the Street Profits, and Alpha Academy for the Raw Tag Championships here. And this is going to potentially be a very exciting matchup here. The RK Bro, Street Profits, Alpha Academy, they did some of the top tag teams in WWE recently there. This has potential to be, again, another strong matchup for WrestleMania here. As for today's winner, everybody, it's been a little tough for me to determine a winner here, but for the most part, I'll be going with RK Bro for the time being. While I do think the Street Profits will eventually defeat them for the Raw Tag Championships there, since RK Bro recently won the tag titles back from Alpha Academy not long ago there. I don't see them losing here. Plus, I don't necessarily see them pull the trigger on the breakup between Randy Orton and Matt Riddle yet there. So yeah, I'm going to have RK Bro retain the Raw Tag Championships here in the matchup. Should be a very good matchup, though. And the last matchup by, which was the one that was the most recently added by that being Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Everyone, I have rather mixed feelings on this matchup here because on one hand, I am glad to see Bobby Lashley. He was able to recover time for his injuries there, and he is going to be part of WrestleMania here. But on the other hand, this is definitely a matchup where I don't think it's going to be that good for a loser there. Now, Omos, he's been getting built up as the next big giant for WWE there. And Bobby Lashley, he's been one of the most protected stars for WWE this past year there. Him be a two-time WWE champion. So, sorry, give her a burp there. Sorry, give her a burp here. One, try to control here, but anyways, everybody, yeah, this matchup here, I'm rather mixed on there. I mean, it has potential to be a decent matchup there, but I don't really think it's going to be the highest match go to WrestleMania here. Plus, like I said, I think the loser of the matchup is definitely going to have their momentum hurt big time there. Well, part of me wants to see Lashley win there. I'm going to go with the person who will probably have their momentum hurt. Yeah. If Omos ends up losing this matchup here, his momentum will be hurt more there. But he can still have a chance to build his momentum back up there. So, but, and like I said, well, part of me wants to see Lashley win there. No offense to Omos, but in the end, since WWE's kind of been building Omos up there, and they were kind of having him, look for a point for him for WrestleMania there. I'm going to go with Omos for the win there. So, sorry, Bobby. Glad to see you make it to the card for WrestleMania there, but I don't see you win this one, pal. I'm sorry, man. Well, rather players wrap things up for my review, my predictions for WrestleMania. I will have a review out for WrestleMania there. For Night's Win too, either sometime Monday or Tuesday there. So make sure you also do that there. So, but until there, bye. That'll wrap things up for now there. If you all have any predictions for WrestleMania there, let me know in the comments below there. Until I wrap things up for everyone. If you like the song, make sure you like button, do channel, subscribe, and bell page, shout outs, and so I'll see you next time. This is our Becky. Peace.